I don't know, I talked to my parents and they've been to Port Stanley a few times before it actually looked here and they loved it. And I knew I wasn't much of a beach person, so I could have went, like a lot of people go to Grand Bend around here. It's another good beach town. But I was more or less looking for the fishing kind of side of things. And yeah, so that's kind of why I looked here. And it's really quiet. Like, you know, it's not that you're a young crowd. It's not going to be a lot of the party atmosphere, things like that. It's just laid back and a lot of relaxing time, so that's why I like it. Okay, sit. 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 Yeah. Come here.
So basically, this is where I grew up. So my house there. And then, as you can see, it takes forever to cut the grass here. It's like a day job. There's no people that live around here. There's a couple neighbors. The town is actually one stop sign. And then, I don't even know how many houses, 20 houses maybe. So everybody knows everybody here. My brother and I basically, well, my dad helped us out too, but we stocked this pond with like the proper amount of fish, bait fish. And then we try to keep control of like the cattails and everything because my brother's an engineer, environmental engineer, so he gets all that stuff.
He'll sit there and he'll stare at the water and he tries to catch him. Oh yeah, he's funny. I don't even know. We obviously didn't train him to do that, but he'll try and catch those little fish right there.
So if you don't get the gist, like Chase and I literally just fished as we grew up. Like every day, we would take that little gator we're gonna go on, and him and I would be gone. Hey, Dad. Chase and I just gone every day. Well, because it's so slow out here, like you guys can see, it's so like there's hardly any cars. You just hop on the gator and take the boat with us, and we're just gone. So we'll jump in the other. Oh, we got some corn in here. So this guy's a treat to start. We'll see if we can get her going. First try. Might jump into gear here. There she is. So basically, I grew up on this thing. Like, my cousins, all of us drove this. It's just a way to get down back and forth to the farm, take the boat wherever we had to go. So this is my grandparents' house here. My Nana, when she was alive, she was decked this place out with flyer stuff, so they left that up. Reserved parking, Flyers fans only. She loved the Flyers. Loved them.
Getting him out of the car with a hockey stick, trying to shoot, tell him how to shoot.
You gotta point.
You gotta shoot, Travis.
Point where you're shooting.
Yeah.
That's where it's gonna go.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay, man. Didn't she used to play goalie and stuff? Like for the kids in the back lawn?
We'd tape on like phone books and stuff on her, and she'd play goalie, or she'd shoot us. She's a huge hockey fan.
So this is the farm. I literally spent all day, every day. I learned how to drive in that old truck right there. That little old gator over there. Oh, it's totally different than Philly. Like, it sucks when the season's done, but it's nice to come home. Hey, buddy. Oh, yeah. Oh, Murph, what's up? What's up? You saying hi? Lay down, Murph. Sit. Murph, sit. We were laughing at, I was showing him Nana's little reserve Flyers parking only. I was laughing. Did ya? Yeah, right away I noticed it. Then this is basically I've kept this up since I moved out, but just all my medals over the years from soccer, baseball, hockey, trophies, and then all my jerseys here. I played, Team Canada, Sarnia Sting, Ottawa, 67s. Got it all there.
I think the coolest thing that I did is over the years, I didn't keep them all, but like right here, I've kept all my plane tickets for whatever reason, just from traveling for hockey. So like going overseas, flying to Philly, flying to Ottawa, wherever. For whatever reason, I collected them. And I just realized that the other day, I just kept shoving them in there, and it's pretty cool. I got a bunch of stuff.
Oh.
What am I doing? I don't know.
Just throw it like normal. They run out of camera.
Just chuck it. Go. Pull. I'm done. Someone else shoot.
You're not done. Mom, show them how to do it. I'm gonna wheel this one hard too. Yeah, baby. Come on, go.
Told you. That's, I don't know, maybe I'm doing that. Go ahead, pull.
Bingo. The pressure's off, eh? It's
Hit
like
one.
a 20-game goalless streak.
Go.
I'm usually heading into the gym around 8:30, 9 o'clock. And then, well, depending on the day, I'll skate, usually twice a week. So I'll be on the ice right after my workout. Oh God, I've been with Mitch since I was like grade 8 probably. So it's been a really long time, yeah.
Trav works really hard. He's always, like I said, I mean, he's got a sense of humor, and I think everyone knows that, anyone that's met him. But when it comes to getting work done, he knows that, to be able to compete at the level he's at, and the whole way up, I mean, he knew that he had to work hard to get there, and he's always worked, very hard, yeah.
I keep coming back here. It's nice having someone who understands your body. It's not necessarily all about, the gym equipment or this and that. Like, they have all that stuff. It's a great spot, but I more or less like the connection me and him have, and if something's wrong where I'm not feeling right that day, and he can see something's off, like he just knows me so well that I feel comfortable putting myself in the position to train with him, and he gets me ready. So it's good. And then depending on the weather, I'm either rushing home to go fishing. After my first year with the Flyers, like me and my dad and my brother had always dreamed about fishing on the lake because my dad grew up doing it. And he had a boat up until I was probably, I don't know, like 4 or 5. I don't even, because I hardly even remember being on the boat. It was that long ago. And then, so we just always, we wanted to fish on the lake so bad. Me and my brother would row out there in a little aluminum boat and see how far we could get out there and do perch fishing and stuff. But so yeah, as soon as I played my first year, I bought the boat, and then basically I just told my dad to take the boat and put all the toys on it for the fishing, and he rigged it all up, and now it's good to go.
Heads up, Dad. Depends. If it's flat and it's nice, we'll usually go out 15 miles. Yeah, 15 to 19. And then, I don't know, today we'll see how far we can get out if there's waves, and if we can't get out too far, then we'll go in a direction where we usually are trolling back towards home, so it's easier to get in. But it all depends, because it's tough, because sometimes where we want to fish, the wind doesn't cooperate, and it's tough to get out there. 10 miles? So yeah, we ran 10 miles out here. Took us longer than normal just because of the weather and the waves, but yeah, we're in 58 feet of water, and we're looking at our depth chart. We're marking fish around 40. So basically these two things back here, downriggers right here. That's what these are called. I was explaining it in the video earlier. Chase got these. What do you call them, Chase? The torpedo downrigger weights. Yeah, torpedo downrigger weights. So we send them down to like where we're marking fish, so you know exactly like the depth you're going to be fishing at. So that's exactly where your bait's going to sit. And the way you know, so this one will snap up if it releases. These ones, it'll start making that noise over there. It'll start like, the drag will start going off, and that's how you know a fish hits it.
Used to fish a lot. So I named my boat, a funny joke was I named my boat Terry Lee. That's my wife's name, to remind me to go home. So we always joke about that kind of stuff, because once we get out here, and you know, Trav says usually we're arguing and carrying on about stuff. We have a lot of fun out here too, so every once in a while you gotta remind yourself to go back.
Where is it? There it is. So there's a, look at that. It's a decent one, like it's a good eater, but it's what, like a pound a bit? And you can catch like a 8-pounder, 9-pounder, like you can catch tanks. These are just nice eaters. Oh, that's good fish. It's a beauty. Ready? Tell me you just got him. You missed him on the first one, eh? He's a good one. There you go.
He's one of them the other day.
Jesus. That's what we're talking about right there, eh? You know, I think just growing up around that, and Chase growing up around being obsessed with fishing and hunting and things like that, it's pretty cool now that we can share this together and we're all, you know, capable of running the boat together, all three of us. And you know, honestly, I go out with my buddies here and there, but for the most part when we're out on the boat, it's just us guys trying. And you know what, we do get our buddies out a lot, but when we get to go at us three, it's pretty special. So we enjoyed today. Obviously we're gonna have a good time cleaning them up and stuff, but I think it's just, it's nice. And my mom gets out here and she tans on the front of the boat, and it's just a good way for us to, you know, it's a good excuse to get away from everything, and you know, we get to enjoy each other's company. So it's good. Usually we do this as a group effort. Chase is the better cook. He's always in the kitchen after we're fishing. But today's a team effort because I can cook too. You should take one before we serve them. Just take a piece right after.
We have one, and Rob.
By the way, did you fix your chair? From,
No, I threw it out.
Oh, Joe took your case.
just relaxing. That's the main reason I like it. It's just very local. It reminds me of home. Like everyone knows each other. You know, you go into the coffee shop, you're recognized by the locals. You know them by the first name, and everyone just knows each other. So it's good. I'm thinking about buying, so I'll probably end up being here for a while. And yeah, I don't know. It just feels like home. Whenever I come home from Philly, it just feels that's where I'm supposed to be at. So. It's good.
How do you spell money? Konecny.
From the day I got drafted, it was, you know, my dad was really excited. You know, I didn't know much about individual teams, but I obviously knew about like the Broad Street Bullies and like just the identity of the Flyers. And I just remember everyone saying when I got drafted, it was like the perfect fit for me, just the way I play.
Guys back. Here's Konecny up the left wing, cut into the middle, got free, took the shot, he scores! Oh, what a play by Travis Konecny! Might have been the best individual effort of the year.
We have a chance at being like really good, and you know, all of our vet players are like in their prime, right? They're doing really well, and young guys, including me, like going into our third season, some guys their second season, like, you know, you need experience like that. So I can see why everyone's excited, because we're all excited too. Like, you know, we're not gonna say this is what's gonna happen. We're gonna, you know, win this amount of games, but I think like we have a really good chance at doing, you know, some good damage this year. Like we're a fun team. We have good chemistry, and And it's important when you build like that, because it's hard for some people to understand, like, you know, we have all this talent, why can't we win right away? But it takes time for everyone to build together and gel together. And I think that's what, you know, the coaching staff and the management understands, is we need time to gel and get used to each other and, you know, build that team. You try not to mess with it, you just try to build it over a couple of years.